Hi everyone, I am Mishka and welcome back to my channel. In today's episode of Our Life Beginnings and Always, you can see we're not exactly on the normal screen in the past 10 episodes. So in the last one we actually ended up completing step 1 and we're now on to step 2, adolescence. So make sure to go check out the last episodes so then you can see what happened there or any of the other episodes. So yeah. Before we get started, make sure to hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends so then they can find my amazing channel just like you have right now. So yeah, let's get into it and I hope you enjoy. Step 2. Okay, you spotted Mom first reclining on the couch. She held a magazine in her hands which she was perusing through. Morning, Mom. She looked up at your greeting, a smile instantly appearing on her face.
Thanks.
Good morning, Mina. Thank you for coming down. Mom's at the door with Cove. He can't stay over today, unfortunately. Why don't you go and thank him before he leaves? Sure. You nodded and made your way to the front of the house. Just as she said, Mom was there making conversation. She must have heard you because she looked over her shoulder.
Oh.
Look, we finally made it. Morning, sleepyhead. Ma reached forward and you knew she was about to pat you on the head. She was taller than average, so you were little in her eyes, despite being a typical size for your own age. You let her do it. You stood by patiently and indulged your mom's wishes. She gave you 2 small taps on the crown of your head. You're the last one down today, you know that? Sorry about the wait. Oh, there's no need for that. What matters is that you're here now. With a small laugh, Ma stepped aside. Cove was just as you remembered, exactly how you came to know him to be. Cove! He leaned uncomfortably to the side in your doorway as the longer strands of his hair idly drifted with the breeze. His features were pinched in embarrassment and he shifted from one foot to another. He was holding what must be the most talked about gift. At first glance, you figured it must be a bouquet of flowers, and you gave it a real look. No, instead, it was carefully cut fruit. It made a lot of sense that it was actually from Cove's dad. You had to suppress a laugh at the showing. You couldn't imagine many folks buying that sort of thing for their own personal enjoyment. That kind of arrangement was built for the presentation, likely to impress whoever was inevitably going to receive it. It seemed no matter how long he lived here, Mr. Hold'em would keep going out of his way to be neighborly, and Cove would always be roped into participating. Cove sighed in relief at the sight of you. Oh, wait. Get a picture real quick? Okay, there. He must have been breathing some embarrassment to get this far, and that had clearly been what he was waiting for. Hey, Mina. He broke eye contact, then staring down at the ground instead. Your heartbeat sped up being near him. You smiled back fondly. He always had this kind of effect on you. You couldn't help think. Ever since the 2 of you were kids. There was something about him that was just special in some strange and undescribable way. Hey, it's nice to see you. Yeah, I mean, it's nice seeing you too. Now that it's not nice for you to see me. The both of you had a bit of a laugh, though your gazes still didn't meet again. It's already shaping up to be another long summer. The best part was the Oh no, and I was doing good with not messing up. The best part was that the 2 of you had plenty of time to enjoy each other's company and relish what you had together. His awkwardness over the task started to creep back in. Ew. Sorry you guys had to hear that. So Cove nudged the clothes. Oh god. No, his awkwardness over the task started to creep back in, so Cove nudged the gift closer to you. He was ready to be relieved of it. Your hands brushed over his just slightly when you took hold of the base. He flinched enough for you to know with certainty that he noticed it happen. You couldn't help but smile to yourself. And with that, the gift was accepted. I hope you and your family like this. It's a pretty good gift, I think so anyway. He smiled earnestly. Dad spent a lot of time picking out the best size and design. There were so many options to choose from. Thank you. Could you tell your dad we love the gift? Yeah. Mr. Hold'em's behavior really was different from any neighbor you'd ever had, though after 5 years you were used to his antics, and you'd since make up your mind on what your opinion was. He was great and kind of handsome to the boot. Though there were some things people didn't like about Mr. Hold'em, you didn't mind them and liked him quite a bit. Even if he was Cove's dad, you couldn't pretend like he wasn't a nice looking guy. That was good too, and it was something you kept to yourself. Your thoughts were quickly interrupted by a shout. There you are. You shared a confused look with Cove. As one, both of you stepped through the open door onto the neighborhood street. It didn't take long to locate the source of the sound. You spotted Derek just a few yards down the road. He ran up to you. You were confused. You hadn't expected to see Derek today, though you never knew when you never really knew when he'd appear. After stopping a couple steps away, Derek hunched over to catch his breath. Then he looked up with a wide grin. Hey guy and gal. I was just at your house, Cub, and no one was there. Okay, but real quick, let's talk about how cute Derek is. He's so cute. I like him a lot. He's funny too. Should have figured you'd be at Mina's place. Do you ever spend time in your own home, or are you always just there? Derek laughed at his own joke. He either didn't notice that it embarrassed Cove, or the embarrassment was what he was actually laughing at. Derek turned to you. He was gonna say more when his eyes widened and he gasped. What's that? You followed his gaze unsure, then you realized what he meant. You were still holding Mr. Holmes' gift. This is kind of like a bouquet of flowers but made out of fruit. Nice. Can I have some? Maybe you can have some later. Derek grew more excited by your words, bouncing in the balls of his feet. Awesome. Then he nodded his head as if to clear it. Anyway, that's right. I came here because I needed to say something big. He paused, possibly for effect. There's some other kid here that says a bird? What? What? Cove was as surprised as you were by the news. Such a reaction made sense. No one around your age had moved here since Cove did 5 years ago. Where were they with their family? Maybe they were cutting through? Nuh-uh, the new kid was all by himself, just walking. Did you talk to him?
Nope.
Nope, I came to report the sighting right away. The kid had green hair, glasses, was pretty small, and seemed really upset about something. I hope he didn't leave. You blinked, slowly looked over to your longtime neighbor. That sounds a lot like you could when you first got here anyway. It kinda does, doesn't it? That's weird. He sounded almost fun, a small smile playing on his lips. Derek snickered good-naturedly. I can see that went really well, now that you say so. What do you say? Let's go find Cove's lookalike. We should all meet him.
Sure.
I'll do it. Sure, I want to see who this person is. Derek grinned, then he pointed down the street the way he came. Last I saw him, the mystery visitor was going this direction. Nothing else needed to be said. The three of you were off, with Derek leading the way. Derek brought you to the beach, and as a trio, you made your way down the shore to the old playground. You walked the familiar path in a comfortable silence. When you were almost there, you spotted the kid in question, whose bright colors almost shone like a beacon beneath the rays of the sun. He scuffled around, kicking up sand as he paced. It was true, he certainly seemed upset, but you didn't think he was sad like you had originally pictured. No, with his erratic movements and scrunched-up expression, he came off angry. What the hell? He started to have doubts about this expedition. Maybe it'd be better if you left him alone and let himself sort himself out. Yeah. Oh god, Derek didn't feel the same. He waved wildly, calling out to the boy. Hey guy, over here. Ew, he looks nothing like Cove. He's a bowl cut. The kid whipped around, an impressive scowl carving deeper onto his face. His eyes were tired, but a strong hostile energy still radiated from him.
What?
What? What is it? What do you want? The sharp tone made Derek flinch. He shifted on his feet. What's your name? Jeremy. Was that it?
No.
No, I'm Derek. That's Mina and Co. We were just walking around and saw you. We wanted to say hi. There are a lot of kids our age in the neighborhood. Yeah, so you know it's cool to see someone else here. Strangely, Jeremy grew furious by your response. If steam could erupt from a person's ears, it would have happened then. Look at him! He's so angry. What the heck? They did bring me somewhere stupid. Of course, I knew it. What?
My parents.
My parents are the one who brought me here. I didn't walk to this town. Can you not have figured that out on your own?
Right.
Right, my dad brings me Sunset Berg too, when he has to come for work and all that stuff. It's not that bad. That earned him a glare from Jeremy. Derek winched beneath it, glancing away. It was a struggle to remain friendly with this Jeremy guy. I mean, I wouldn't want to come here for a real vacation either, That's an understatement. This doesn't count as a vacation. It's a waste of time, a chore. My parents' family is nearby, and when we just had to come see them. Ugh. If they're your parents' family, doesn't that make them your family too?
I guess.
That's a pretty good reason to come by. Did you want to get somewhere else? No! Jeremy crossed his arms with a huff. He turned away. They should have gone by themselves since they cared so much and left me home, but I'm not allowed to be by myself. It makes no sense. They're the one who don't know how to do anything and I'm the kid? You shouldn't talk about your parents like that. What do you know about my parents? Have you met them? No! Some parents are criminals, but I guess as brainless children have to be nice. Being rude to a parent is the worst thing in the world. That's not what I meant.
So dumb.
Close enough. You be their kid. I'll take your mom and dad. Only some with really easy parents would be dumb enough to say something so stupid. Hey! Mina is not dumb! Shut up. You first! You turned to Cove, lowering your voice. The two weren't that similar after all. Jerry must have had good hearing though, because he caught the private exchange and scoffed.
Stupid.
Of course we're not similar. My eyebrows aren't stupid. Cove's cheeks flushed crimson at the insult. You couldn't be sure if it was out of embarrassment or anger. Maybe both. Come on. No, Cove's eyebrows are so cool. Cove smiles weakly. Now I know why you thought we had anything in common. You must be blind. You lunged towards Jeremy. With your fist balled, you made a quick step forward. But you only wanted to spook him. He made it clear that words wouldn't work, leaving you to resort to action, even if it was just for show. Derek and Cove jumped in to stop you before you reached them. They each grabbed you by the arm. Still, Jeremy instantly tumbled backwards. He practically fell over. Yay! Haha. If that's all you could do about what I'm saying, it's just proving I'm right. You're brainless. Jeremy continued to defensively fume and throw out insult. The reaction you got was definitely worth any consequences. Wow, what is wrong with you? Instead of taking offense, Jeremy only parroted Derek's words in a nasally voice.
Wow, what is wrong with you?
Wow, what is wrong with you? Wah. This is dumb. Bye. Jeremy stuck out his tongue and sulked away, throwing more sand everywhere as he went. You watched him go hunched over until he became a speck in your vision. Silence reigned in his wake. The three of you tried to process what just happened. Yeah, what just happened? I can't believe it. What I mean, kid. Derek wasn't kidding. By the sound of those early complaints, the new boy Jeremy was going to be in the area for at least a little while this summer. Derek sighed in dismay, plopping onto the ground. You followed and Cove did too shortly after. There wasn't much else to do.
This sucks.
This sucks. I was hoping we could meet someone fun. Hang out, maybe. He shook his head. After a moment, he suddenly turned to you with a hopeful expression. But you know what would really improve the day? What? He didn't respond. Instead, he used a hand to point right at the fruit arrangement that you were still holding. You'd completely forgotten about it during the mini drama that unfolded. You had gotten used to the wait. Glancing over to Cove, you noticed he was eyeing the fruit. He must want some too. Why not? Let's eat. Derek perked up immediately at your words. He reached out for his skewer, hesitating slightly once he was inches away.
Are you sure?
You nodded with an eager grin. He plucked out a prime row of fruits. Cove grabbed one for himself after him, only you were without a skewer of your own. Let's take a melon. The melon was cut to look like a star. It was the obvious first choice. Derek ate a pineapple skewer enthusiastically. Oh my god, finishing it within moments. This is amazing.
Nice.
It tastes pretty nice, and this fruit kebab thing is fun. Hey, the two of you remember the Land Before Time? That fruit thing makes me think of it. The dinosaurs all like leaves that were shaped like stars. Tree stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, chomping leaves looked so delicious when they did it. And that was that scene with the pretty trees, and all the dinosaurs came in and picked everything off them until there was nothing. That's us right now. Awesome. I've never seen it. You should. It's great. You're really sad, but it's still great. Plus, it's about dinosaurs. Jeez. The three of you continued like this for the next few minutes. Eventually, the display was bare, and it looked weird when devoid of fruit. It did help make you feel better. Derek was right. It was so good you were already bright enough from the earlier drama. Himina? Yeah? The two of you met eyes casually. Were you seriously gonna hit that guy? No, I just knew he'd get all scared over it.
Ew.
That was pretty bad, Mina.
I mean,
I thought it was cool. Aw. What? You're both crazy people. You know when Derek said things like that, it wasn't serious. He liked you and Cove. Yeah. Derek then leaned back on his arms. He contemplated the sky with a content sigh. So, are you both ready for summer break? How's someone supposed to be ready for a break? I mean, it just feels like there's a lot to plan for. And what about you, Cove? Are you ready? Yes. Before you could say anything else, the light atmosphere was shattered. Oh, great.
hey!
Oh, it's Elizabeth. Lizzie. Hey, Mina! You glanced over your shoulder to see your sister. She strode closer and closer, appearing none too pleased. I've been looking all over for you. Ma said you and Cove ran off with the thing Mr. Holden bought for us. She leered over you with arms folded. So, where is it? Well, it's gone. What do you mean, gone? You moved over to the side of the Acer completely. She zeroed in on the bouquet in your hands, which was now populated exclusively with skewers dripping in juice and tiny flecks of leftover fruit pieces. Her mouth dropped open and the tone of her voice rose.
What?
Seriously, Mina? What were you thinking? It was supposed to be for all of us at home. She glanced at Cove, who sat beside you, and continued mockingly. Even if you are the most important person in the household to the delivery boy, this is up to his dad. It seemed everyone was in a mood to tease you and Cove today. Cove's cheeks became a couple shades redder, but he didn't deny the accusation. He couldn't. Everyone knew the two of you gave each other special priority. Sorry, Elizabeth. Elizabeth narrowed her eyes, not at all placated. Oh no, I think I hear the mean kid coming back. We better get out of here. Elizabeth blinked confused and looked around.
What?
What kid? I don't see anyone. Derek didn't bother explaining. He just launched to his feet and ran off. What? Cove hopped up too, gladly taking the opportunity to exit the situation. He followed after Derek, but he sent a look to you from over his shoulder. You turned to watch Elizabeth. She stared back, brow raised. No, you stayed. You didn't make a break for it. Instead, you carefully got out from the stand, bouquet still in hand. Once you straightened up, Elizabeth smiled affectionately over at you.
Come on.
Come on, fugitive. You nodded, then gazed at the empty bouquet. How could you explain what happened? You know, you could tell them those boys ate it all. They bailed so they didn't get to tell the story. Moms would never need to find out. Are you serious? She bumped your shoulder, winking cheekily. What else is family for? You left together, making your way home side by side. Later that night, you found yourself seated near the kitchen counter. When you and Elizabeth had returned earlier with the empty bouquet, Mom was bummed she didn't get anything. Ma consoled her with a promise to make her a fruit flower of her own later. Elizabeth said nothing about how it came to be empty, and the event was dropped without question. You think they were just happy you and your sister seemed to be in good moods. That was a while ago now. Ooh, and this is where we're gonna end today's episode, everyone. So, we ended up starting episode 2, and yeah, that's really it for this episode. But lastly, you're a gentleman. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye!